Hi, hello my dear students, welcome to our channel Rajesh Biology and I am Rajesh in Zoology. Today our topic is differentiation in mesoderm and formation of coelom, intraembryonic coelom. Already we completed a few concepts in this topic, human reproduction, like we completed the gastrulation, neurulation. I already told you how the outer ectoderm, inner middle mesoderm and inner endoderm is formed, and that means how the diploblastic structure, okay, the diploblastic structure is converted into the triploblastic structure, and by the process of gastrulation. After the process of gastrulation, how the neural tube and the notochord is formed, everything we discussed previously. Now I am going to explain about how the intraembryonic coelom is formed. Here I mentioned that intraembryonic coelom because the coelom is already there outside the embryo, that is called blastocele. Blastocele we already completed, that is the primary body cavity, and that is spreads all over the embryo, and that is called extraembryonic coelom. We will discuss about the extraembryonic coelom in the next class. Now I am going to discuss about intraembryonic coelom, how secondary body cavity is developed, how the body cavity develops within the mesoderm, between the somatic and splanchnic pleura. Okay, and how the mesoderm is going to form different types of structures inside the baby, that is I am going to discuss now, that is differentiation of mesoderm. So first of all, if you observe this, here it is the ectoderm, the blue color layer, it is what? Ectoderm. And the green color layer, now it is the endoderm. In between the ectoderm and endoderm, there is a red color layer I draw here, that is the mesoderm. Okay, the ectoderm is going to develop into a cavity. From the ectoderm, one cavity is developed, that is the amniotic cavity, in which the baby develops. From the endoderm, if you observe here, it is going to develop into the yolk sac. What it is? Yolk sac. Okay, later this embryo is going to fold and bend, and this yolk sac is it will be like this, and embryo is going to bend like this, and the entire embryo is covered by the amnion cavity. Everything we will discuss later. First, when the trilaminar embryonic disc is there, in the trilaminar embryonic disc, from the ectoderm one amniotic cavity develops, from the endoderm one yolk sac is developed, between there is a mesoderm. Okay, now I am focusing on the mesoderm. To focus on the mesoderm, I want to remove the amniotic cavity from here, and I just want to remove the ectoderm also. When I remove this amniotic cavity and ectoderm, it is a flat plate like structure. And I just want to show that flat plate like structure towards the camera, and this is like this. So it is the mesoderm. Above there is a ectoderm and amniotic cavity. I remove the amniotic cavity and ectoderm out, and behind this there is a yolk sac and endoderm. We are not focusing on that. We are taking this mesoderm. Okay, within the mesoderm only there is a neural tube and notochord. Notochord process is also here. Neural tube is also removed. Okay, neural tube is from the ectoderm. So I just remove this. It is the notochord. It is what? A notochord. Notochord is there in the embryonic stage. This is a notochord. Okay. Either side of the notochord, it is the mesoderm. Enter, it is a mesoderm. Okay. Just imagine there is a mesoderm, completely a red color mesoderm is there. Okay. Now, either side of the notochord, mesoderm is present. Okay. Mesoderm is there. Either side of the notochord, in the mesoderm, a groove will develop. This is a purple color groove I draw here. It is what? A purple color groove. It is the purple color groove is developed. Groove means, a fold. It is a groove. Like that, within the mesoderm, there is a groove developed, that is a mesodermal groove. Okay, this groove divide the mesoderm. This groove divide the mesoderm into three parts. That is a mesoderm within the groove, a mesoderm on this side, a mesoderm on other side of the groove. Like that, the mesoderm is exactly divided into two copies. Okay, one copy on one side of the notochord, another copy on another side of the notochord. So exactly how it look like a mirror image. If we keep one mirror on the notochord, how it look like? There is a groove. Here also there is a groove. It is a mesoderm. Within the mesoderm there is a groove. Clear it is? Now the mesoderm is now divided into three portions. One is either side of the notochord. Either side of the notochord. This is called paraxial mesoderm. Paraxial. Para means side. Axial. What is axial? Notochord is the axial. So axial, parallel to the axial or either side of the axial. So this mesoderm is called what? Paraxial mesoderm. Paraxial mesoderm is also called epimer. Either side of the notochord, either side of the axial skeleton, the mesoderm is called paraxial mesoderm or also called epimer. Okay. Now, and end portions. These end portions are called what? These end portions are called lateral plate. Lateral plate mesoderm. Lateral plate mesoderm. Lateral plate mesoderm, why it is called? Because it look like a plate and it is the lateral side of the lateral sides. It is present on the lateral sides. So it is lateral plate mesoderm or also called hypomer. Lateral plate is also called what? Hypomer. Hypomer, epimer. In between these two, which divide the mesoderm into the epimer and hypomer, the middle portion, that groove portion is called mesomer. It is called what? Mesomer. Okay, urogenital mesoderm, because from this mesomer only urogenital ducts are developed. So epimer, mesomer, hypomer. One side, same epimer, mesomer and hypomer. Okay, mesomer, intermediate groove, intermediate mesoderm, okay, is look like a groove. It is look like a groove which divide the mesoderm into the epimer and hypomer and middle mesomer. Clear it is now? Okay. In this entire mesoderm, particularly epimer, the two very close to the notochord, either side of the notochord, this is what? Epimer. The epimer is divided into the segments. It's divided into what? Segments. It is a segmented mesoderm. It is what? A segmented mesoderm. Lateral plate or this upside, that means above the notochord. This is the cephalic region. In the cephalic region, mesoderm is not segmented. The mesoderm is unsegmented. But where it is segmented? It is segmented either side of the notochord like this. It is the segmented epimer, segmented mesoderm, which is either side of the notochord. These segments are called somites. What they are called? They are called somites or metamers. They are called metamers or the somites. Okay, they are called somites or metamers. If we observe this in this type of section, if I cut like this, if I cut the entire embryo in this manner, if I turn like this, okay, so I am showing this sectional view. If I show the sectional view of entire this, it look like this. Okay, it look like this. If you observe, it is the ectoderm. From the ectoderm, amniotic cavity. Okay, it is a side view. It is a side view. It is another view. Okay, it is amniotic cavity. It is the endoderm. From the endoderm, the yolk sac is like this. Between these two, there is a mesoderm. Mesoderm is again divided into three portions on either side with the help of with the groove. It is a mesomer. Okay, the purple color, it is what? It is a groove, that is a mesomer. It is a mesomer. It is also a mesomer, a groove. This mesomer divides the mesoderm into three regions on either side of the notochord. One side I will show. It is the mesoderm. The mesoderm is divided into three portions because of the groove. The groove portion is mesomer. It is a mesomer. Okay. And either side of the notochord is paraxial mesoderm, that is a epimer. It is what? Epimer. And last it is a hypomer. Same. Near to the notochord, epimer. And last lateral plate mesoderm, that is nothing but hypomer. Between the hypomer and epimer, there is a groove mesoderm, that is a mesomer. Epimer, mesomer, hypomer. Epimer, mesomer, hypomer are present either side of the central notochord. Okay. And above it is a neural tube. It is a neural tube, it is a notochord. Clear it is now? Now, I am going to tell you which part of mesoderm is going to develop into a part, like what vertebra is formed from where, our muscles are formed from which part of the mesoderm, because you already know from your structural organization lesson in the first year, structural organization in animals, when we read about the epithelium, mesothelium, ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm, connective tissues, everything we learn, like some tissues are developed from the ectoderm, some neural tissue developed from the ectoderm, muscular tissue developed from the mesoderm, connective tissue from the mesoderm. Like that we read a few things. Okay, so how they develop, from where they exactly develop, I am going to discuss here. Okay, differentiation of mesoderm. Now I am starting about differentiation of mesoderm. So come to the first epimer. Epimer, if you observe this, just imagine here the white color tube is a notochord. It is a notochord, for example, or it is a neural tube. You can imagine it is a central line. Okay, either side of the notochord, mesoderm is there, right? Either side of the notochord, mesoderm is called what? Epimer. So these are the epimers. Each epimer is divided into three parts, three sections. Okay, that is one is sclerotom. Another one is dermotom, and myotom. All these are from the epimer only. Epimer itself, it is divided into each epimer. They are already segments. You should not think like it is a sclerotom, it is a dermotom, it is a myotom. You should not think like that. Each epimer divided into outer sclerotom and myotom, outermost dermotom actually, outer dermotom and middle myotom and innermost sclerotom. Like that. Each epimer divided into three parts, sclero, dermo and middle myotom. Okay, so clear? Now I just want to show that in this diagram in a clear manner, like if it is a unsegmented, if it is a still undifferentiated epimer, that undifferentiated epimer gradually differentiated into the two layers, and then next three layers are added. That means the cells get proliferated and they get differentiated. Now if you observe the matured epimer, this matured epimer has outermost dermotom with the yellow color I draw here, outermost dermotom. Okay, and inner sclerotom with the blue color I draw here. Between the blue color and the yellow color layer of this epimer, the middle myotom is there. Like this, in this manner, every epimer is differentiated into three parts, that is the sclerotom, myotom and dermotom. The name itself indicates it is a sclerotom. Sclerotom forms the vertebral column. vertebral column is developed from the sclerotome. Okay, I draw here in a diagrammatic manner here. Vertebral column. Dermatome. The name itself indicates from this part of the epimer, skin is developed. Skin and some connective tissue. Skin means cutaneous and subcutaneous layers also. Cutaneous layer and subcutaneous layer, and some amount of connective tissue is developed from the dermatome. Myotome. You already guessed, I think. Myo means muscle. Okay, so particularly skeletal muscles. Skeletal muscles are developed from the myotome. Skeletal muscles and diaphragm. You know, diaphragm, it is present in between. It differentiates our trunk into our upper thorax and lower abdomen. Here it is a diaphragm. The diaphragm is also developed from the myotome only. Okay, so skeletal muscles and dermatome, skin and connective tissue, sclerotome, vertebral column. It is about the epimer. It is about the only epimer which is present either side of the notochord. Still we have to discuss about mesomer and hypomer. Come to the mesomer. Mesomer develops. Mesomer is going to develop into urinogenital organs and ducts. That means like in penis in human beings, human males, and vagina in females, and the kidneys and their ducts. Okay, they are going to develop from these kidneys and ureters. The urinogenital ducts, the structures are developed from the middle mesomer, intermediate mesoderm. Okay, and last but not least, which covers the gut, because it is going to bend in this manner. So when it is bend close to the notochord, epimer, close to the gut, hypomer. So very close to the gut, hypomer, it is going to form the coelom. It is going to form what? The coelom. How it is coelom is formed, I'll tell you now. Okay, how coelom is formed. Up to here it is the differentiation of mesoderm. Differentiation of mesoderm is spread in all the directions of the embryo. Okay, within the embryo only the mesoderm spreads all the directions, and it gets separated, differentiated into the epimer, mesomer, hypomer. Epimer is segmented, and each segment again divided into the sclerotome, dermatome and myotome. Sclerotome vertebral column, dermatome skin, and myotome muscles. And this mesomer or the intermediate mesoderm gives rise to the urinogenital ducts. Okay, and last lateral plate mesoderm, it forms a coelom which gives pleural cavity, pericardial cavity, everything. How it is? Within the lateral plate mesoderm, cavities are formed. Cavities like this. It forms what? Cavities. And all these cavities are connected with one another. All these cavities are connected with what? One another. In this manner. There is an extra embryonic coelom is there. Blastocoel is nothing but extra embryonic coelom. That is, we will discuss later. Okay, extra embryonic coelom is there. That extra embryonic coelom connects with the intra-embryonic coelom until the umbilical cord is developed. Until the umbilical cord is developed, the placenta transport the food materials from mother to the child, and that is released into the extra embryonic coelom. That extra embryonic coelom should connect with the embryo through what? Through this intra-embryonic coelom. Later it is developed into the pericardial fluid, pericardial cavity, and pleural cavity, pleural fluid, like that. Okay, so this, when it is forms the cavities, and that cavities are connected with one another, automatically there is two layers within the lateral mesoderm. Two layers are formed. One layer is going to cover, one layer is going to touches the amniotic cavity, another layer touches the yolk sac. So the layer which is very close to the amniotic cavity, that is called somatic pleura. The layer of the lateral mesoderm which is close to the amniotic cavity is called what? Somatic pleura. And another layer automatically close to the yolk sac which is close to the underlying endoderm or hypoderm or very close to the yolk sac. This is called splanchnic pleura. It is called what? Splanchnic pleura. The space between the somatic pleura and the splanchnic pleura is called intraembryonic coelom. It is called what? Intraembryonic coelom. It develops a cavity around the lungs as a pleural cavity, around the heart as a cardiac pericardial cavity, perineural space. Like that, vital organs are covered by the some splanchnic and somatic layers. That between the space is called the coelom. That is intraembryonic coelom. Develops within the lateral plate mesoderm. Okay, so this is about the formation of coelom and the differentiation of mesoderm. In the next class we will discuss extraembryonic membranes of the embryo and the placenta functions and the formation of the placenta later last delivery. Okay, so thank you.